Welcome to the second video in optimizing your LinkedIn with engineering career services. In this video, we'll cover how to optimize key sections of your LinkedIn profile so that you get noticed by your network and recruiters. First, we'll talk about setting up the basics of your intro section. For your name, consider including maiden or preferred names to make it easy to find you. Also consider recording a pronunciation of your name, a feature only available on the mobile app. We encourage you to also include your pronouns on your profile. This step can help others know how to address you and also fosters inclusivity. When it comes to listing your location, we advise choosing metropolitan rather than local to avoid any limitations in your search results or eligibility for roles. For example, Baltimore, D.C. would be preferable to College Park. Since you can only pick one industry from the list when setting up your profile, we recommend choosing a primary industry and adding additional industries, if applicable, to your headline or summary sections, which we'll cover in more depth shortly. Keep in mind privacy concerns when adding contact information to LinkedIn. Exclude your cell phone or personal social media links. You may also want to use an email address dedicated solely to your LinkedIn. Next, we'll discuss which sections to add to your profile. We recommend temporarily turning off profile updates with your network under the Visibility tab in your settings until your profile is complete. At the very least, we encourage you to fill out your education, experience, and skills sections. The information in these sections should match what is included in your resume. However, LinkedIn can contain additional details for each section. For the education section, it is critical to add your graduation year to your degrees, as this information qualifies you for different roles. Under the experience section, be sure to add skills to each individual role, as this also affects the visibility of your profile to recruiters. In the skills section, note that if you take skills assessments, you can add badges, which will make your profile more competitive. We will elaborate on skills assessments shortly. We recommend that you also include a featured section that can include any relevant links, such as articles, websites, or presentations, as well as any licenses and certifications you received and relevant courses you've taken. We also advise securing recommendations, which we elaborate on later in this video. To round out your profile, you may also include sections such as publications, patents, projects, honors and awards, languages, and more. Profiles with a photo are much more likely to be viewed. Be sure to use a headshot for your profile photo. It should be professional, simple, realistic, and only include you. Professional dress and a smile are encouraged. Do not use selfies, high school portraits, or poorly lit party pictures. You can also add an open to work frame on your profile picture when you're actively looking for positions, as this signals your availability to recruiters. However, you can also set this availability privately and choose not to display the frame. We advise adding a background photo behind your profile picture. If you leave the gray default, it can signal your inactivity. To update this photo, choose a template from LinkedIn, upload any landscape photo, or design a banner on Canva to represent your professional aspirations. The next step in optimizing your profile is writing a headline. The headline appears under your name and pronouns and should be clear, memorable, and enticing. In this space, you have up to 220 characters to use keywords or a phrase that specifies the work you can do and encourages someone to click on your profile rather than competitors. Here are some sample headlines. In the first, John Doe used keywords such as civil engineering, transportation, project management, lead green, stormwater, and sustainability to showcase their skills. In the second, Jane Doe uses the phrase solving the world's problems through wireless communication and networking technologies to explain their expertise. Your headline can include marketable skills and job titles. We encourage you to think not only about what you've done, but also about how you would describe your future pursuits. One of the most unique sections of LinkedIn that should be taken advantage of is the About section, which offers a summary of your career and qualifications. In this space, you can use first person, I, me, my, we, or ours to share your story and passion for engineering. This is different from the resume where first person is not used. We advise being specific in how you introduce yourself, including insights gained from your proudest academic experiences, internships, or work experiences, reiterating your skills through keywords, and ending with a call to action that invites the reader to connect with you. Here are 2 sample summaries. Information technology professional, experienced in combining the power of technology and business to meet companies and clients' needs. Looking forward to connecting with you. I'm a motivated engineering professional with 2 years experience in the software and wireless communication technology industries. Passionate about effective leadership, I'm able to inspire cross-functional teams and build partnerships. These are brief for the sake of the sample. Yours can be longer. The final point we want to touch on in optimizing your profile page is securing recommendations, which are different from endorsements. Endorsements means someone has agreed that you have a skill, but they only had to click on a button to do so. Recommendations appear under the skills section, and they are notes from your connections on what it was like to work with you. These are more meaningful since employers want to know what it will be like to collaborate with you. When asking for a recommendation, you can send a brief note to your connection and make a specific request. For example, "Hi, Deborah, could you write me a short recommendation, about 2 to 3 sentences on LinkedIn?" It will be helpful for employers to learn about how we successfully work together in our fall project. Now that your profile is updated, let's make sure you're optimizing your job search on the platform as well.